Hi, Jude.
Hello.
Hey, we're the Try Guys, and
These are our essentials.
This is my adventure fanny pack. I have a 2-year-old son, so we go on adventures together. And anytime you go on an adventure, it's important to bring the following things. Snacks, peanut butter and jelly sandwich preferred. Also, peanut butter crackers. Some water in a little sippy cup. Sunblock, obviously. Little baby mask. Tiny little baby sunglasses. Hey. Ow. And of course, raisins. This is a Herschel fanny pack. It's, it's stylish, it's classy. I mean, if I were a cool guy, I'd wear it like a side bag. Little cool man purse. Daddy purse. A Durse. This right here, it's my sourdough starter. His name is Sven. We've been through a lot together. Let's crack open and take a little whiff. Woo! Woo, that smells nasty. Yeah, it's got that good stank. I got into baking after we did a video called Try Guys Bake Bread Without a Recipe. My bread didn't do very well, but I was captivated by the baker and showing how he made bread. It's so simple. It's just 4 ingredients: flour, water, salt, and yeast. But you don't even need yeast if you have a natural starter, which is just combining flour and warm water and letting it sit on the counter for a while till it gets real nice and stinky. That's how you know. Third essential is a sleeping mask. As a parent of a newborn, my nap game is strong, so I can take a nap at any time of day, wherever I am. All I need is this. Just slap it on, lean back. It's also great for planes, when planes were a thing. This one in particular is very soft. It's called Alaska Bear. I wonder if I got it on Alaskan Air. There's a bunch of scratchy ass sleep masks out there that are total BS. Invest in a nice one. Get yourself some good stuff. This has got silk on it. Nice on your face, nice on your eyes. It's the most luxury you can have when you're only getting 4 hours of sleep and have spit up all over your chest.
Wow. Bam. Bam. Something that is very essential to my life are these hot sauces. They do have my face. I do make them. Of course I endorse them, but I actually do eat them all the time. First I made the chicken sauce, and then I made the burger sauce. Right now I'm more of a burger sauce boy, to be honest, even though my love of fried chicken precedes me. I love buffalo wings, even though they hurt my tongue. I love buffalo wings so much, so I wanted to make like a buffalo sauce. So this one's kind of like a buffalo. It has a little ranch. It's got some sour cream powder in it, so it does have to be refrigerated, unlike most sauces. It's vinegary, it's savory. And then this one is currently my favorite because it's like kind of smoky and mustardy. Oh, that's so good. And here's the real thing. I have a geographic tongue. I'll let you get a close-up of it in a second. You want to see it? There's these little weird pink or white shapes that appear on my tongue. That's why it's called geographic. Kind of looks like a map. As a kid, anything acidic like grapefruit juice, orange juice, hot sauce hurts my tongue. And I was like, why is that? And then at one point I went to the dentist and he was like, you have a geographic tongue. I was like, huh? But he said on the plus side, you probably also taste more depth in foods that you eat because your tongue is so sensitive. And I'm like, maybe. I've only ever had this tongue. So I can't tell you if my tongue is better than your tongue, but science says it is. All right. Godspeed, little one. Go, go, go! The Nintendo Switch! Boom. Okay, so all my life, I have always been a Game Boy kid, specifically. I had 2 older brothers. They always had the bigger consoles, and because I was a lot younger than them, they really wouldn't let me play the PlayStation or the Nintendo 64, etc. So I got myself a Game Boy, and I got so into just playing video games by myself, and as the Game Boy Advance came out and Game Boy DS. I just kind of followed every single portable Nintendo machine. And then the Switch came out, and I just love it. I love how Nintendo is all about fun. I'm not like a gamer. You play Mario Kart with your friends. You play Smash Brothers with your friends. It is about a community. The other games are a little more about like, I'm the best, whereas I feel like Nintendo's about let's all have fun. This video is not a commercial for Nintendo, but I'll still endorse it.
First up, boom. A little bit of a shameless plug here. Tea. More specifically, my tea. It's called Zydeco Tico. So first, a backstory. I live with chronic pain. It's an autoimmune disease called ankylosing spondylitis. Basically, makes my body very stiff. A lot of inflammation, makes it very hard to sleep. So I made a tea that was perfect for me. It's an anti-inflammatory wake-up tea. It's delicious, but it's got turmeric, sarsaparilla, ginger. Makes my body feel good, makes my brain feel good, because genuinely, I never sleep. I drink this so much. This is the actual bag that I have in my house. I have 2 of these, and I'm not kidding. This is this is tea, and I've already had half of it, so that's about 2 pounds of tea. These teas are just delicious enough to drink on their own. I have nothing against you putting milk in your tea. However, these do not require them. A lot of people are like, oh, tea's too bitter. It's because you're having bullshit cheap tea and you're oversteeping it. It's okay. Loose leaf is just better. It's grown-up tea. It's time to grow up. I believe in you. You can do it. You can keep those. I have a 2-pound bag. These are absolutely essential to my life, to my brain. These are my journals. I carry these with me everywhere I go. It's just a system for organizing my extremely scattered brain. I genuinely would be lost in life without this. This is how I kept track of producing our documentary. This is how I creatively made notes on our documentary. Especially during the quarantine, like I needed this to because every day bled together. This is my tether to reality. And it's really fun to just go through old ones, like you'll rediscover old ideas. This is weird. I just outlined the movie Elf from memory. I'm like, I'm just gonna write the movie Elf and dissect it and figure out how it was structured. And it's structured quite well. This next one, very important to my life, anyone who knows me. These are my boops and bops. Hello, my beautifuls. This is just random tchotchkes. I love stupid shit. I've been collecting them my whole life, and they don't necessarily have meaning other than the fact that they have meaning to me. All right, well, let's start with this. This is a dumpling that I put a glitter cowboy hat on. I got this glitter cowboy hat at a party in college. I don't remember the party, but I remember the hat. This is a figurine of Steve Carell in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. When you press it, it talks. Oh no, the battery's out. I gotta do something about that. This you don't want to know about him. These are great. Okay, I was in a bookstore in rural New Jersey, and for 50 cents each, Spice Girls in my pocket. What a steal. This one, Ginger Spice, has the best stuff. This is a quote from her. My favorite word is existentialism. I can't say it, and I'm not quite sure what it means. It doesn't get better than that. Let's see if Baby Spice has any good quotes.
No essential list is complete without one's pets. This is my dog Pesto. I have 3 pups. All of them are shelter rescue adoptions, and they are the loves of my life. We got Pesto when he was about 4 months old. People didn't really pay attention to him in the pound because, I don't know if you can see, but he has this big scar on his back. But I immediately saw how adorable and what a great loving personality he had. So he became mine. And he is just another great example of the amazing animals you can get from adoption centers and rescues and pounds. So adopt, don't shop. I'm a big sucker for letting the pups sleep in the bed. I know a lot of people want to keep them, crate trained and give them parameters, but I'm a real loving parent. I'm the one that you go to when you want ice cream, when you want a hug. Over here, Pesto, over here. There you go. It's a real fashion cover right there. I brought another item from my closet that I consider something that's both signature and staple. It's this leather jacket I got a few years ago that I really love. I wear it everywhere. And you know, I think a lot of people, when you start exploring your style expression, you feel like you have to divide things between comfort and courage. And one of the lessons I've learned is to start combining the two feelings. So you want to find things that make a mark and that people can comment on that you feel like you can wear in your sleep. And this just happens to be that the first few times I wore this, I remember people said, wow, look at that jacket's really cool. But the 100th time I wore it, they just said, oh, that's Eugene's jacket, and that's just part of his personality. I think that's a really awesome thing that style and apparel can do for one's language. It's a way in which we communicate. Especially with me being more self-assured and coming out of the closet officially, I wanted to make sure that my closet came with me, if you know what I mean. Kimchi. Y'all, I've seen these GQ videos before, and the first thing I thought when I saw one was, my item is kimchi. I cannot survive without a huge old jug of kimchi in my refrigerator. Now, not every Korean is as obsessed with kimchi as I am. Many Koreans certainly are, but if you are not familiar with kimchi, it's a fermented, spicy cabbage. I would equate it to pickles in other culture, but really I would say it's more like a wine or cheese. This is a pro tip. One of the best things in a kimchi jar is actually the kimchi juice. Do not throw that away. Do not pour it out. If you're making any sort of stir fry, or if you're doing a Korean dish, pour this shit into it. It is like, not liquid gold, it's like liquid garnet. I would advise you to Google your nearest market, particularly a Korean one if it's near you, like an H Mart, and literally grab any of the labels that you can't read. I guarantee you it's gonna be better than what you get at a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's. The best thing about getting kimchi from a Korean market too, is that it is way less expensive than getting it from a Western style grocery store. The Asian mafia is going to descend upon me and strike me down for letting all the non-Asians know about that. Thank you, GQ, so much for having us. This has been the essentials that the Try Guys cannot live without. Much like my dog and this meat stick.